What is going on, guys? Jack here and welcome back to another episode of the Portsmouth Career Mode series. This is episode number 115 and we're going to start today's episode off by going into a game against Cardiff City in the FA Cup. And if you haven't realised already, I am going to be doing a post commentary in today's episode. I haven't done one of them for a while. Bit of a time travel really, because I used to do these all the time. Bit of a walk back in time. I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Basically, I used to do live commentaries all the time. That's what I'm trying to say, and I'm bringing them back. I'm going to do one today, and the main reason I'm bringing it back, I want to bring these back whenever I've got something to talk about, just so I can, you know, stick to one topic for the video. I know a lot of you guys prefer that, because when I did post commentaries all the time, it got a little bit repetitive. So I thought I'd mix it up a little bit, you know, every now and again do a post commentary, but mainly stick to the live commentaries. That's just how you guys enjoy these career modes now. But the main reason that I am doing a post commentary in today's episode of this series is that I want to talk about something very, very interesting that, of course, a lot of you guys probably already know. If you're subscribed to any other career mode YouTuber, I guarantee you would have heard about the news from Gamescom about FIFA 16. Some very interesting news has come out, and it's regarding FIFA 16, all the new features that are involved in the FIFA 16 game itself, and of course relating to career mode. Otherwise I wouldn't be talking about it. But yeah, it looks like they're finally doing some improvements to a career mode, and hopefully it's going to be a very good game next year. I'm looking forward to it now that they've actually released these new features. If you do want to know more about this, and somehow you haven't actually found out about these new features from all these videos that are probably appearing in your sub boxes, then I will leave a link in the description down below, and you can go and take a little look at all the new features that EA have added to the next year's career mode. Very interesting features indeed. A lot of them are very, very good, and I'm looking forward to trying them out. Player training. Oh my god, I'm looking forward to trying that out so much. Honestly, the amount of times that I've had players that are just amazing in certain stats, such as a lot of the strikers. You know, we've got Remy Bakar in the club. He is an incredible finisher. He's got about 95 heading accuracy, 87 finishing, but his physical stats are dreadful. That's all I can say about that. And with the player training, I'm hopeful that I'll be able to mainly focus on building youth players up into more balanced players, rather than having them have about 99 finishing and about 10 pace. It really is ridiculous sometimes when that happens. And whilst I am on the topic of youth players, I really am hopeful that they have fixed the youth academy. I don't believe anything was mentioned in, well, what they've released so far about career mode, about the youth academy and the improvements that they've made to that. I've got a feeling they haven't really improved that too much, but that doesn't really matter, because they have added something else that has really, well, made it a little bit more interesting career mode, especially for the bigger teams, and that will be the pre-season tournaments. And that will certainly be something interesting that a lot of you guys will probably enjoy if you use bigger teams in career mode. I mean, I'm probably going to plan on doing at the start of FIFA 16 anyway, a big career mode with a big team, and then of course do the Road to Glory like I do every year with a different team. But talking of Road to Glory though, I'm getting a bit sidetracked here, but it's not really getting sidetracked, because actually EA have also mentioned something about Portsmouth, and that is that they've added Tristam Park to FIFA 16. That really is big. And in some ways, I wish I hadn't have done a Portsmouth career mode this year, because if I do one next year, I know a lot of you guys will enjoy it, but it's going to be very difficult to decide which team I do for the Road to Glory next year. I know a lot of you guys have been saying, bring the Bristol Rovers series back, and I know a lot of you guys would look forward to that if I did bring it back. But we're going to decide when the time does come. I've decided that it's probably not best to dwell on it now, because it's a very long time away yet. There's still a few months before we even consider what team we're going to be doing for the Road to Glory as we go into this game against Everton in the Premier League. Very, very tough team, I have to be honest with you, because Everton are one of my bogey teams in this career mode. You'll always get a bogey team that you struggle against, and Everton is certainly one of those. And although they may not have the best players in their side, they're still a very, very good side. I just don't understand what it is. But regardless, we are facing them here in the Premier League, and you can see in the background how that game does end up panning out. But we are going to go back to the FIFA 16 news, because of course that is very topical in this episode at the moment, and we have been talking about it throughout this video. But yeah, the pre-season tournaments, I'm going back to that now. I am looking forward to those a lot. I think they're going to be very, very good, especially if you're thought, well, looking for some extra funds as well, because if you do end up winning these pre-season tournaments, you get a nice hefty chunk added to your transfer budget. So it's almost like going through in the Champions League. You know, you get like 10 million, and you will do if you win one of these pre-season tournaments. Very, very a good incentive to play these tournaments then, and it should be a good addition to next year's career mode. I'm looking forward to trying that out. Mainly the player training that I'm looking forward to trying out. But yeah, I think the pre-season tournaments is going to be a good addition. But what do you guys think in the comments down below? Do you think these changes to career mode are good? Or do you think they're just a little bit too late? Because I know a lot of people that have, well, used to play career mode anyway, but have stopped playing it because they thought that career mode as a game mode itself has been overlooked a little bit by EA. And you can understand why it's been overlooked, because since FIFA 13, what really have they added? I mean, they've added some features to career mode, some really, really good features, don't get me wrong, but have they done it fast enough? Have they added enough into the game each year to make sure it's not repetitive? FIFA 14 and FIFA 15, in my opinion, apart from the Premier League licensing, I really don't see much difference from this game to FIFA 14. I really don't. The menus are a little bit different. You know, you got enhancements here and there, the official faces of some players. You got the official Premier League faces and everything, but it's just really, I'm hoping that next year's career mode is going to be very good. They've added some good features. I'm happy with what they've done, and it's all thanks to the hashtag change career mode movement, because without that, it would have just been the same rubbish year in, year out, and I'm hopeful that they will pay attention to us now, adding some more features every single year, and hopefully it will become a better game mode, a more looked on upon game mode, more so than Ultimate Team, I hope, because in my opinion, Ultimate Team is just a pile of trash, but that's my opinion, and hopefully you do respect that. I just don't like Ultimate Team at all. But anyway, let's have a little recap. Let's just slow down a minute, and let's just see what we've done in today's episode. We had a game against Cardiff. We ended up winning that one 3-0, a very emphatic result, coming up against our former player, Tyler Blackett, and we ended up absolutely thrashing them, which is very good to see. I think that was an FA Cup replay match, I do believe, so it's good that we ended up going through to the next round. Then we had a game against Everton, like I did say, tough opponent, and we ended up getting a draw against them. And now we have a game against Manchester United, and this is the big game in today's episode. You will see why I'm saying that in just a minute when we come on to the highlights. It's a massive game for us. If we end up winning this one, we will close the gap with Chelsea, and it's certainly a vital match for us to be winning. On the right hand side in the 20th minute here, what a good opportunity this is to make it 1-0, and of course he picks out Rikario Zivkovic in the middle, and it is a very, very well worked goal there by Jordan Ibe, using his pace once again to find the gaps in the defence very, very nicely. And there's just some open space in the middle. You got to pass that one off. When it's that open like that, we got to pass it off to our main man Zivkovic. He gets the goal, and that is very nice to see that he's got his 14th goal, I believe, now in the Premier League. He's doing very, very well, and we could do even better here. Another brilliant pass to Jordan Ibe, and that is a fantastic goal once again to make it 2-0 in quick succession, and a very, very nice, well-worked goal by the team there. Jordan Ibe making it 2-0, finishing off the chance. He is a bit inconsistent though, I have noticed that with his finishing. He doesn't finish a lot of chances off, but when he does, I say he doesn't finish a lot of chances off, that's like his 10th goal in the Premier League so far, and he really has done well so far this season, trying to keep up with Zivkovic. I don't think he's going to do that, because Zivkovic is our main man, he's our clinical finisher, and Jordan Ibe is really just on hand to provide the pace in the team, and a really good pass once again, this time over to Bogus. Surely that's a foul, and I was mind blown by this. I know we're 2-0 up, it doesn't really matter in the content of the game, but still, why was that not given as a red card or even a foul? Even if it was just a foul and a free kick, I wouldn't have complained really. It was the last man. Surely that should have been a free kick, but nothing was given, and that was a bit of injustice right there. They could have equalised from a free kick, and it was unlucky they didn't do that, and it's our new man now, Bertrand Traore, getting on the ball, cutting inside with a brilliant Ronaldo chop. So unlucky not to get his first goal in the Premier League and in a Portsmouth shirt. But there we go. Once again, Zivkovic in the right place at the right time, on hand to put that one away. And now that we got that third goal, surely we wouldn't need another goal in the match. Surely that was the result, done and dusted. But no, Manchester United kept on pushing. They were looking to try and sneak a way back into the game, or at least get a consolation goal. And that really did prove to cost them. And to be honest, I don't really understand the legendary logic on this year's game. Honestly, a lot of the time when I bump it down to world class, if I'm doing player reviews or something, it's just harder. I don't understand why, but the legendary AI, if you're drawn 0-0 or if you're up 2-0 or if it's even just, even if they're winning, they still push for goals. And that means that they're very, very liable on the counter-attack. And as long as you know how to score chances from very few opportunities, you're going to have an absolute world of a time against the legendary AI. You're really going to score a lot of goals. And that was the case here. 4 shots on target, 4 goals for us, and a very emphatic result against Manchester United. But this is going to be the end of the video, guys. Hopefully you have enjoyed. And if you have enjoyed this episode of Career Mode, make sure you leave a like on the video and subscribe if you haven't already, as it really does help out my channel, guys. Also, let me know in the comments down below, guys, what is your favourite feature being added to FIFA 16 Career Mode? Any new feature, let me know in the comments down below. And apart from that, guys, I'm going to have to leave it there. And I'll see you next time for another video. Thanks for watching.